Launched in 1980s, the TAG Heuer Formula 1 was a disappointment at that time that made watch enthusiasts to start looking down at TAG Heuer. The watches were quartz and luxe fashion, and for these reasons were perceived by the community as a betrayal from TAG Heuer. The 10 watches in the new Formula 1 collection are broken down into 3 categories: references exclusive for TAG Heuer, references representative of locations with Kith stores, and a single reference shared by both brands. But my review is not about reading the brochure. I am reviewing this Formula 1 line of watches from TAG Heuer to give you my take, my verdict, to make you decide if these watches worth the money asked for them. It is important to note just how significant this watch is to TAG Heuer, because this model, the Formula 1 line, was actually launched in 1986 and represents the very first watch to have TAG Heuer branding, a departure from the true Heuer watches after the acquisition in the early 1980s. But they were successful at the general public at least, and managed to keep TAG Heuer afloat in the midst of the quartz crisis. Disappointment in the past, but not anymore, because TAG Heuer managed to turn the table in 2024 and came with this beautiful collection of 10 watches in 10 vibrant versions, uniquely branded as Kith Heuer, signifying the partnership with the streetwear brand Kith. If you lasted this long, because I know that my videos have an average of 1 minute of viewing, and I know it's annoying me saying, but when you subscribe to my channel, it really helps. It really makes a difference. More than 98% of people viewing are not subscribed, and if you are one of them, please take the opportunity to click the subscribe button and help me make sure the channel continue to be here. Thank you very much. Now let's continue and let me bring the big guns. First, let me clarify some things. The price for each model is $1,500. Seems very high in my opinion for a quartz plastic watch. What you get for that money is the brand's name and the exclusivity of owning a watch with roots in the past and being a limited edition version. It is worth paying premium for all of these. For $1,500, definitely not, but I give them that. The watches, all color variants, are very beautiful, and the design, despite that it's a recreation of the original Formula 1 line from 1980s, is quite unique and intriguing. Drop $1,000 from the retail price, that seems to me a fair deal. Well, they justify the premium price by making use of a more robust rubber material for the straps and the use of Arnite for the cases, a strong plastic material that was used some decades ago. We also get a sapphire glass for these watches, but I don't still buy it. $1,500 is too expensive, and again, these watches are not for those who really love watches. These watches are for the rich and for those that want to buy them like an investment. For the average Joe, for the little guy, the passionate one, they don't get to have these Formula 1 Kith watches. The price is just crazy high. Another problem is that the case diameter is just 35 mm, which is absolutely crazy when you think that most brands are marketing 36 mm watches as ladies' pieces nowadays. This is a bold move indeed, and before you go comparing these two Moonswatch, just know that the new Formula 1 models are a more premium offering than the Swatch counterpart. Now that I have finished with the cons, let me say a few words about the pros. The good things this line brings on the table: the collaboration between TAG Heuer and Kith is bringing a fresh perspective to the iconic TAG Heuer Formula 1 series. This is a blast from the past for many of us, especially for those old enough for the original Formula 1 to be on their list of watches. As the press release well said, this TAG Heuer Formula 1 is for the collectors and for those that are willing to pay premium for having one piece. Let me say it again, this is a bold move, a nice one as well, and also a surprise, but is not for the general public. There is a vintage feel about them. Kith collaboration promises to be a collector's dream. With 10 limited edition models, the series pays tribute to the collectors who contribute to the success of the original TAG Heuer Formula 1 series. 4 decades later, it offers TAG Heuer and Kith enthusiasts an exclusive opportunity to own a piece of this storied journey. Will you pay $1,500 for a quartz caliber and plastic case TAG Heuer watch? What do you have to say about that?